So this is round number 4 against A-Pass on Flicker Drake.
Flicker? Oh, Flicker Drake is a scary deck. All right, let me pull up the deck list. This one, I feel like might be slightly more favored to you. Although the Flicker Drake deck is terrifying, it doesn't play a lot of creatures early.
And in general, the Flicker deck isn't terrifying until turn 5. So
You might be in trouble against Flame Slash, though.
yeah, Flame Slash is a very efficient spell. Fortunately, it cannot kill Battle Rager, so really we just have to lean on the Black Initiative creature, not so much turn 1 sneaks. But yeah, this is round number 4. We are against A-Pass 72 on Flicker Drake combo. Kind of on the bubble for top 8. We win this, we advance to 3-1, and we lock up a spot in top 8, which is awesome. So it's kind of all to play for here. I agree, the Flicker Drake deck is really scary, but they don't have much in the way of interaction or counter magic or anything we have to worry about. It's just flame slashes and lightning bolts, that kind of stuff. And
Yeah.
in general, the deck has to just land pass pretty much until turn 5 and then go for it, if then. There's not even a guarantee they can go on turn 5. Sometimes they got to do it on 6. So we have a lot of time to assemble a clock and put together a thread and build some cards for that fight on turn 5, especially if we have a snuff out or a cast down or a lose focus or something to stop them off of comboing when it's a tap out on 5 for a Drake. So we have a lot of play in this game.
Yeah, the only thing you have to dodge is them double lightning bolting or flame slashing your sneak, for example, if you go all out. So you're going to have to be... For once, in this one matchup, you have to play a lot more conservatively. You don't want to necessarily go all out and reduce yourself to 0 to 1 land. But I feel confident. This seems like a good matchup.
So we lose the die roll, so we are on the draw here.
That's okay. It's a slow deck.
Yes, it is a slow deck. In general, I think there are 2 ways to approach this match. There is the conservative way of what if they have a kill spell and they can deal with my turn 1 initiative creature. And then there is the other version of if I just kill them before turn 5, their deck doesn't do anything.
It's true that your deck doesn't just win immediately, right? It snowballs. It gains an insane advantage early on, and then presses that advantage, and it feels like you've already lost when you play against a turbo initiative deck. But you still have time. You're not dead for a few turns. And the thing is, the Drake deck wins immediately on the spot when it does.
Correct. Yeah. So I subscribe more to I'm going to try to just go absolute ham and kill him before he can get to turn 5.
The unfortunate thing is your hand currently is a little slow. You even play into counterspell. Oh, no
I'm
longer.
I'm gonna get to we don't have counterspell to worry about, which is great. We have a cast down for the turn 5 combo turn, which is nice, and we get to go Battle Rager on 2, Battle Rager on 3, Underdark Explorer on 4, so we can just hyper curve initiative creatures here and put a ton of pressure on him.
You actually can't play the Underdark after, right? Because you lose your land after the second Battle Rager. Battle Rager plays around Flame Slash, though.
Yes, Battle Rager plays around Flame Slash. So luckily, we kept a double Battle Rager hand, and this is kind of the Battle Rager matchup because Aarakocra Sneak is not safe from his kill spells.
Yep.
You must be research. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you must be happy to see that they just tapped out. This is the dream.
Mm-hmm. This is the dream. Opponent just taps out. So we are on a decision point here. We can go for the Battle Rager. We can go for the Underdark Explorer using the ramp spell.
You just go for whatever has a bigger clock, I guess.
Yeah, so there's a couple of ways to think about it, and it has a lot to do with when we can play each creature. So I end up going for the Battle Rager plan here because I realized that setting up for the Underdark Explorer next turn doesn't work because I would tap out for the Underdark Explorer and then he untaps into his turn 5.
Yep. Also, Lightning Bolt gets the Explorer.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about him killing the creature. It's just progressing the initiative at this point. But not tapping out for it next turn seems smart because I need to keep this cast down open for his turn 5 if he gets to pull the trigger.
Yep. Like if he plays an Archaeomancer here. Oh, he's just evoking a Muldrifter.
Yep.
This, once again, must probably feel pretty good. He's just digging. I assume he doesn't have much going on.
Well, he doesn't need to lead on the Archaeomancer, right? He can lead into the Drake, untap 5 lands, and start to kind of snowball off of that.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the thing is, he's dead not next turn, but the turn after.
Yes.
So he needs to at least have a Boilerworks.
So Boilerworks is the card he needed.
Yep.
So now, again, I'm in a situation where I would love to play this Underdark Explorer, but I can't tap out for it, so...
You're actually fine with the cast down, right? Because this list doesn't play Ephemerate. So you just need the one removal spell.
Yeah, so I have a very interesting point at which I have to decide when to do it, though. Because when he plays the Peregrine Drake, he's gonna get untapped lands. So you can do one of two things. You can either wait for him to try to Ghostly Flicker.
Yep.
Or you can kill him in response to the trigger and hope that he doesn't have a second one. That way he can't counterspell your kill spell. So
and he has 8 cards in hand. So
yeah, you kind of have to pick your out, right?
Well,
yeah,
you just see him tap out for compulsive research again.
Yeah,
well, not tap out,
but this shows pretty bad things in the future for him.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in his hand, but it must not be exciting if he's just compulsive researching here in face of potentially Lee. No. Oh yeah, it's true because the Battle Ragers don't connect for that much.
No, they don't connect for very much. But if I flip a Throne of the Dead 3 into a Crypt Rats, I can have lethal.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There are
singleton Crypt Rat.
There are draws that would allow me to lethal, but hey, it's mattered in the past. So sometimes Crypt Rat is just the best card to get off Throne. Opponent just plays land, passes back, goes to 9.
They are building up a lot of lands, so there's a chance that they're trying to win next turn, but you have this cast down.
Yep, the cast down is very much a lockup. There is definitely a world where they go into like Peregrine Drake. I have to kill it before they untap, otherwise they have counterspell outs. And then they just have a second Drake and they keep going, which is pretty brutal. That is definitely a thing that could happen. But now with the loose focus on top of the cast down, I think we're pretty locked up here. So we're just going to swing. We have lethal all over the place next turn. Throw it back to the opponent, and we'll see if they got it. I mean, it really kind of comes down to that.
They would need so many more lands than they have now to even... Yeah, so now you target the Drake in response. Because if not, it's true. They have quite a bit of counter magic.
Well, they have to pay 5 of it here, so they only have 1 red available. So we just get to straight up lose focus this.
And this is pre-board, so there's no way they're pyroblasting.
Yeah, no pyroblast. We're gonna cast with replicate just in case they have something weird.
Yeah, you don't know. Maybe you didn't see a list and they for some reason have Simian Spirit Guide.
Right, I don't know, but that way at least we have the cast out mana still.
So what are you bringing in? I assume Dispel is pretty good here.
Yep, Dispel is good. I do consider the Blue Blasts here, just because a lot of their removal is red.
Also, their Rolling Thunder WinCon is red, so potentially. I mean, by then, they have infinite mana and drew a lot of cards, so they might have other counter magic.
But I think I liked how the match went the first time. Right, so we're just going to do more of that. We just take out the 2 clunky 1-ofs. We take out the Gurmag Angler and the Crypt Rats and put in some Dispels.
Ooh, this hand is good.
This hand is exactly what we need.
But
so
it's almost a mulligan because this Dispel is going to be dead for a while.
No, it's not.
But you don't
get
need
an
it
island
early.
on the initiative.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Also, the Battle Rager is fine, is protected for most of his spells anyways. It's funny that Dispel actually only gets Counterspell and Ghostly Flicker. What is he bringing in from the sideboard? Against you? Not much, actually.
Not much.
Electricity is not good against you. Dispel is against you. Gorilla Shaman doesn't do anything.
I assume he brings in his Dispels.
Yeah,
Just because he's playing against my kill spells.
Mostly because he has so many dead cards against you.
Yes.
Like Firebolt just does nothing.
Yeah.
And probably brings out the Lightning Bolt. Yeah, he has to bring in the Dispel.
So yeah, we were definitely a little worried about him just playing like a red mana and then double blast, like, you know, double burn spelling my Battle Rager before I could get this Forge trigger. But now that I have Forge on it, it's pretty safe. He would have to just
actually
hard to.
I can even see him bring in Curfew.
Yes. Curfew is a perfectly fine card here because he would just let me bounce it. And I do play around that a little bit. That's definitely in the back of my mind. I elect not to go for Dispel here just because I don't think anything he casts right now is going to be relevant at or at instant speed. So we just set up for the Aarakocra Sneak instead.
That makes sense. Anyways, if he's playing instant speed spells, he might wait till your turn. Not really, because you have counter magic.
Yep. But he tapped out for the Seagate, so I don't have to play around Counterspell or anything. We just attack to see if he blocks.
Why does he block? He didn't read the text on the card.
I'm not sure why he blocked, to be honest. I think everybody just forgets that that card does that.
Yeah.
But he donates us a creature, and we slam down a blocker, which takes us to Archives. Next turn, we get the Throne. And he's, only got 4 lands, so he can't even combo here, and that is the match.
Wow. So 3-1. You're currently, potentially, unless your tiebreakers do something wrong, you're locked for top 8.
Yep, 3-1, and, all intents and purposes, we have locked up top 8, which is super exciting. Can't wait to see this deck on the main channel and in the live games. I'm super excited.
I can't wait to see that either.
What you guys do with this deck, because it's a lot of fun to play. But yeah, that rounds out round number 4. 1 round left in the tournament, so you'll get to see the